Are you on? Test, test, test. Test, test. Okay.
So
They put up the
Pretty good burgers.
To our last meeting of this fiscal year, and we are grateful for your attendance. We are going to, it looks like we have a relatively short meeting. If it does, something comes up and it does start to go long, I've got we're going to excuse our county manager at 8:30. He has to travel for a funeral for a close friend's father. Childhood friend's father, so we'll excuse him if we happen to go along. We'll start our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and it's my privilege to lead us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Our first item of business is the approval of demands and handwritten warrants. I would note that we had a fairly large end of the year total, but a third of that was for a construction project, which is well underway on Tally Wash. And so most of the others were just our necessary expenses and catching up and ending the year. So I entertain, let's have discussion, any discussion, and then entertain a motion for approval of the demands and handwritten warrants.
None here.
No discussion. I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Carries and passes. Next, we have operational activities. I think that we will, I'm going to if this is where we discuss what we did the last week since our last meeting, or 2 weeks, I'm going to pass because we'll report out next week. So, but I'll pass it on to our manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I think you should be on.
Hello, hello,
Nope. Here you
hello.
go. Come use this one.
I don't have anything to report. We'll wait till our regular meeting.
Thank you.
I think we'll all be the same. We'll just wait for next Monday.
Thank you, Chairman. Very good. Our first item of business is, there are 2 items of business for our sheriff's office. And so we would welcome our Chief McCormick to the podium.
Thank you. And what just happened to the county manager happens to me at the office when my thing doesn't work. I don't know if you know you got fired. That's why it doesn't work. So just a FYI type thing for you. Just asking for approval. This is a yearly contract that we receive from the state as far as funding for our 911 system. Asking for the board to approve the receiving those funds.
Very good. I would note that they used to pay it. Now they have us pay it, and then they reimburse us. So it's a blessing for the state to continue to fund the 911 phone service costs. Any discussion?
No. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the FY 26-27 Arizona 911.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It passes. Next.
Thank you. The second is just asking for the board's approval of an amendment. This was a multi-agency grant that we were able to get last year, March of last year. The contract number is 2025-032A. It was a multi-agency grant. We have been able to use the funds for all the projects that we had, but we had some remaining funds and asked for a amendment, which the grant approved. It's just a contract that we would need the board to now approve and to sign so that we can move forward with the rest of those expenditures.
Thank you. Would note under Sheriff McCormick's that we have an upcoming agenda item on a heat illness policy, and purchasing 3 tough books, Panasonic tough books, is what this reallocation is going to be. Is those are designed to be heat illness resistant, and otherwise having them in a vehicle, it's tough. It's tough, literally and figuratively, on electronics. So that's a good reallocation. I'm glad that the towns, Pima and Thatcher, were, and Safford as well, that they were conservative and had some money left over. Any other comments?
None here.
I'll make a motion to approve the amendment to DPS contract number 2025-032A.
I'll second.
And I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Carries.
Thank
you very much. Next, we have Cindy Norris Blake about the previously mentioned heat illness prevention plan.
Good morning.
Morning.
So I come before the board today to request the approval of the administrative policy 7-2026 for the heat illness prevention plan. In April of 2026, the Industrial Commission of Arizona voted to approve the implementation of recommendations made by the Workplace Heat and Safety Task Force that had been created a few years ago to work towards this. It requires employers to develop and maintain a heat safety plan for employees. The plan must include responsibilities, procedures for providing water and shade for employees, employees' rights to rest and hydration, and effective training would also be delivered. So mainly this affects our highway and our parks department. The majority of those employees have already completed the annual heat illness training. We will coordinate with them for any new employees that have not taken that training to get them set up for it. And then the policy has been reviewed by the county attorney's office, the highway department, the county manager, and the parks department as well. So I would entertain any questions you may have about it.
None. Thank you for the presentation.
I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the policy numbers 7-2026 heat illness prevention plan.
I'll second it.
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
thank you.
Passes. Thank you. Next, we have Cindy Orr.
Good morning. It's nice to see all of you back in your spots. Today, my request is for approval of an accounting services agreement with Max Wyman of TGI Services. We've worked with Mr. Wyman for probably the last 20 years. He helps us with our web payment system, and also he does the background work to take our tax roll and transform it into the format we need for our bills. As you're aware, we're in the process of changing our tax system software, but we wanted to keep this contract in place with Mr. Wyman in case the transition is not as smooth as we would all hope and pray for. So I'm asking for approval of this contract, and as stated, with the possibility that he will also do our tax statements this year.
Very good, thank you. Two questions. It's $4,000 a year going forward and until, or if he raises his fees. But the $16,000 for tax statements, that was, is that just a source of the funding, or what was the explanation on that?
So there's the two parts. One part is he manages making our web payments possible, and that's one item, and he's been doing that for a number of years, and we will continue with him until a better option becomes available with our new software. The other item, the creating of or generating the tax bills, he's done that for the last 20-some years with our current software system. The new software system is supposed to be able to generate those tax bills without a third party. It's supposed to be able to recreate the bills in a format that we can send them to the printer. Okay. And so that's the contingency is, we put it in our budget this year just because how difficult this software transition has been to date, and we just want to have a backup plan. It's a quick time turnaround, so we just kept him in that loop in case we need to use that this year. If not, we won't spend that money.
Very good. I think there's a lot of wisdom there. Thank you. Any other comments, questions?
You covered it.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the accounting service agreement with Max Wyman at TGI Services.
I'll second it.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Cindy.
much.
Have a good week. Next, we have our Chief Financial Officer, Julie Rodriguez.
Good morning. I'm coming to you with a request that I have every year at the end of the fiscal year. The request is the same, all the items that it applies to are different. I'm seeking approval of fiscal year 25-26 unbudgeted capital items, unbudgeted transfers, and budget modifications to adjust for changes during the year, and approval to authorize myself to transfer any additional monies to cover negative budgets and fix errors during the year-end closeout process that is coming upon us.
Very good. And I note, Julie, that the funding, there is no additional spending. All the funds and object codes impacted are listed with the attachment. So this is not a dollar item. This is just a housekeeping item.
Correct.
Very good. Any other questions?
No, I read it all over in our packet. It looks great, so I have nothing else.
I'll entertain a motion.
Go ahead and make a motion to approve our fiscal year 2025 unbudgeted capital items and unbudgeted transfers and budgeted modification to adjust changes during the year, and authorize the Chief Financial Officer to transfer any additional monies to cover negative budgets and fix errors during the year-end closeout process.
Thank you.
Hold seconds.
Okay.
Supervisor Howard's motion.
Thank you. And I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. It passes. Thank you. Okay, next we have Mindy Young, who is not going to have to give the pledge or sing a song.
Or sing the national anthem. And Julie passed that strictly for me, so thank you, Julie. This morning, Superior Court is requesting that the board adopt resolution number 26-4. It's a resolution authorizing transfer of surplus funds from the Superior Court Law Library Fund to a courthouse building repair fund pursuant to ARS 12-305C. Just a little backstory. When we received new carpet in the Superior Court courtroom, I think it was in 2014, they tore out the historical benches, and then they decided not to repurpose them because of their condition. And so we've just been using fold-up chairs and whatever we can find all these years. We have had money in the budget, $20,000 for this project. The Arizona State Department of Corrections inmate labor was going to build them, and then COVID hit, and that stopped the project. Fast forward to today, the project, thanks to Dustin, has been done. They were delivered on June 16th. The total cost for the project was $26,000 and some change, and they look really, really great. The labor costs were minimal due to the inmate labor. So I have had this in the law library fund. But as I was reading the statute prior to paying the invoice, I realized we needed a resolution. We needed the presiding judge and the board to adopt a resolution allowing us to transfer funds that were exceeding $3,000 to a building fund. So that's what we're doing today. You guys should have a copy of the resolution. If you need me to read it, I can, but.
We do, and it is also on our website. And a question, do we need to read the resolution out loud? It's 3-4 paragraphs, or can we just adopt it if it's the pleasure of the board?
I think we get adopted by title.
Very good. Any questions or?
No.
Just want to thank the Department of Corrections. They've been good partners and appreciate their help on this.
And I appreciate the internally reallocating funds to help pay for this improvement. So thank you very much for repurposing these funds. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution number 2026-4, authorizing the transfer of surplus funds from the Superior Court Law Library Fund to courthouse building repair.
And I will second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that passes. Thank you. Lastly, we have, before I call to the public, we have our county manager will brief us on a requested letter of support from the hospital.
My mic's not working over there. I'm not doing anything different, sorry. Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Mount Graham Regional Medical Center, to our understanding, will be applying for a certificate of necessity to the Arizona Department of Health Services for Grand Ambulance Services here in the next week or so, from what I understand. They have been requesting letters of support from all the government agencies, as well as fire departments and several other organizations throughout the community. The town of Thatcher, town of Pima, and city of Safford have provided letters of support for their application, and they have likewise requested one from Graham County. A certificate of necessity from the Department of Health Services means that they would be able to provide Grand Ambulance in addition to other services that already exist here. Ultimately, that decision is in the hands of the Department of Health Services, but it is typical that they would seek some letters of support prior to their application. So that's what they're doing in this situation.
Thank you. And board members, comments?
Well, we've all been very aware of this coming down, been in several meetings about it, so I have no issues with it.
Very good.
I just want to say I appreciate the hospital for stepping up and being willing to help provide a better ambulance service. I know we've had some issues in the past, and just grateful that they're willing to step in. I think having 2 ambulance services here will be great, and competition is good. And when there's competition, I feel like you get better service. So that's all I have.
Thank you. I would just note a couple of sentences from this letter of support that we are considering. And the first is the addition of ambulance services operated by Mount Graham Regional Medical Center would strengthen the county's EMS system and enhance healthcare. So I would, first thing to stress is the addition of, it's not the removal or the rescinding the certificate of necessity. This is in addition to, and also in the letter, we believe the addition of ambulance service would help to relieve the immense burdens faced by medical providers in our community. We welcome the additional services being proposed. So those, it was a very well-crafted letter. I think it supports additional services, but it does not say anything about existing services. We're grateful for the existing services that we have, And this is just a request for improved response times as a result of additional ambulances. Any other? I'll entertain a motion.
Go ahead and make a motion to approve the letter for Mount Graham Regional Medical Center for a certificate of necessity application to the Arizona Department of Health Services for a ground ambulance service.
I'll second the motion.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next, we have call to the public. No one online, anyone here? I think the shortest meeting that I've attended in the last 10 years is 15 minutes, so we've exceeded that, but not by much, and so I will call this meeting adjourned.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
That was